field flyers, first flight of the Yuneec 500. A lovely day, hardly any wind. If there's any, it's probably about 2-3 miles an hour. So it's out of the box, software's updated, the compass is calibrated, so everything's all set up and ready to go. So we're going to do this in real time, I suppose. We'll just put the video camera on that and away I'll go, I'll fly. I have flown the Phantoms before, I had one previously, so I'm not new to this. We're going to start it off in angle mode so we can fly it properly, and we'll just do a few tests. I want to see what the video is like, see what the stills camera's like, etc, etc, see how stable it is. We're up here, we're sitting here at an elevation of around about, I would say around about 800 foot, and it's fairly rare to get a still day here. This is the land where I used to work and farm many years ago, and my whole intention of doing this as a hobby, solely a hobby, is for a friend of mine who now farms this land, to do some crop surveys for him through the season, and I might get some nice video of the tractors working, the machinery working, etc, etc. So we'll keep you updated with that as the time goes on, but let's get on with it. Let's get this thing in the air. Nice and steady. Forward. Back. Stay. Yeah, nice and slow, that's better. It is incredibly stable. Let's get a bit of height on and let's take it up and forward. Tilt. Camber down. See what kind of rate of descent we can get. Slowly. Well, I must say that was very enjoyable. 5-10 minutes or something up in the air, don't know. But first impressions, incredibly more stable than the DJI. Sorry, tongue tied there. It must be the excitement. One of the major problems I had with Phantom was that it was dead easy to get it into VRS, vortex ring state, where it's coming down through its own prop wash and getting itself out of control. And if you don't have the height, you're stuffed. It just hits the ground and breaks into bits. Luckily enough, when it happened to me, I had the height, knew how to get out of it. But this, I've tried this, and I've tried to drop it just about as quick as I can on a very still day, so there's no air to take the prop wash away, and it didn't go into VRS. There was a couple of little wobbles when you were coming down initially, but then it seemed to stabilise itself, no problem at all. Very responsive, goes where you want it. It's a sturdier thing, bigger props. I just like it. I much prefer it to the Phantom. My personal opinion, there'll be loads of people out there that will say, oh no, it's a load of crap, it's this, that and the other. But for what I want, for my purpose, this is perfect. So there you have it, the Yuneec, lovely, nice first flight. Let me just tell you where we are. We're in a field called the Wascally Edge, and what I think I told you earlier what I want to do with this. I want to fly around the fields and look at the crops and see if there's any problems with stuff, you know, that sort of thing. Now, I used to farm this land back in the 1980s up until 1991, and I used to walk these fields. The last time I was walking these fields and looking at crops with any kind of interest was around about 30 years ago, give or take. Now, had I been in here in the Wascally Edge 30 years ago, having a look at, I think it was oilseed rape was the last crop I'd grown in here, and a little voice had come down to me and said, Stevie baby, in 30 years time you're going to be standing there talking to a little camera about the size of 2 fag boxes and downloading information onto little handheld computers that are no bigger than a A5 piece of paper, you know, and flying a quadcopter with a camera on it and streaming stuff down and recording it. You know, if somebody told me that, I'd have told them to piss off. Go on, go away. It's just unbelievable the way the technology's moved on. And technology moving on and finding uses for it is where the interest lies. I love farming, always have done, but it's now using the modern technology. They've all been doing it for years now, apparently, since I've been out of it for so long. But they've all got GPS on the tractors. They don't have to learn how to drive straight lines now. When I first planted stuff in here, we didn't even have tram lines in the barley, man, you know, and I was spreading urea, nitrogen to 7 metres. Well, Christ almighty, you flattened more bloody corn than you left alone. So things have moved on, so I'm trying to move on with it. But we're going to do a bit more throughout the year, and we'll follow various things. John's going to be planting some beans in here and another few fields in the next few weeks, so we'll hopefully follow that. But, you know, no mobile phones 30 years ago, and here I am out in the middle of the field. Hope nobody will be watching me or listening to me. They will think I'm bloody mad. But no, I'm talking to you. That's who I'm talking to. Alright, so until next time, signing off. Bye bye now.